On the left-hand side, we got the members of Lionspeed. Glaucius is going to be on the Stukov. Master Flash will be on the Diablo. Big Wiz is going to be on the Rhaegar. Star Fox will be on that Gul'dan. And Devo going to be on the Sylvanas. On the right-hand side, we've got the members. Hold on one second. Let me just do something. This feels very rude. Let me ping the teams in A-chat. At Gilly versus at Lionspeed. All right, I just want to do that really quickly. Let's actually get into this. All right, on the right-hand side, we got the members of gillyShark. Veggie's going to be on the Joanna. Chesslooter going to be on the Junkrat. We have Zergy Monster on the Rexar. Chymotrypsin on that Tyrande. And Stark will be playing the Smurro right there. Let's go ahead and jump on into our mid lane. Get all that set up in our background. Sentinel goes out. Not going to get hit. Not a GG. Let's go game one. Ektar, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by, friend. I hope we're having a wonderful day. Thanks for checking out the games and cheering on some teams. Top lane, we're going to be seeing Stark jump over onto this front gate and throw some clones right up there. We are going to be seeing the solo lane between... Is this solo Rhaegar versus Rexar? It's a possibility. Mid lane? I thought there was a fight breaking out. Not so much. But, Bahamut, how did we get here? The teams gave me the replays, and we're on Tomb of the Spider Queen. This happened in the past. It actually happened, like... an hour ago. Sorry about the kerfuffle involving calculate throw and save the molecular. I don't know how it happens. It seemed to magnet for a no, it's all right. Thank you for. I appreciate the help that the moderators bring to the table. It happens. It sucks, and I'm glad that you all let me just sit there and vent my frustrations, and let me just kind of complain. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for being great moderators. Honestly. Yeah, I remember this game. Okay. Yeah, you just played it. Robin of Loxley, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, but either way, this is going to be a replay cast from literally like an hour ago. The only reason I wish there was a way you could rewatch the draft. The only way to do that is if someone actually records the drafts and sends it to me, and that's so much work. That's way too much work. The important thing is that gillyShark lost the coin flip. All right, that's a good thing to note. He did. Okay, all right. gillyShark lost the coin flip right there. Master Flash going to be in this top lane, continuing to soak up these souls right now. We are going to be having put some English on it at level 1. I thought I always like, I see the yellow and I'm like, that's not the right talent, but I'm thinking of the purple at 16 for the endless nades. Like, I always get the two icons mixed up for some reason, even though it's like a circle with an arrow up and this is just an X on it. Yeah, either way. We are going to be seeing 3-3 in our levels, though. A little bit of a back and forth in the top lane right now. Veggies and Master Fish are going to be just going back and forth on that. Star Fox will also be working their way through the Echoed Corruption stacks right there. Sylvanas did pick up these Unfurling Shadows. That's going to be the Concussion Mine from Chesslooter to force a couple members right there. Misha Bear is going to get picked off by the Rhaegar in bottom lane. Call PETA. Wolf. Well, I guess you can't. Because he's a wolf boy, like, fighting a bear. Like, that's just nature's metal. We'll continue to see this fight in mid lane, and this actually push coming out from the members of Lionspeed, doing a great job of forcing gillyShark's lane in right there, but Glaucius is going to get caught by the Concussion Mine. Master Fish with the body blocks, making sure that their Stukov doesn't go down. Veggie's very low, able to get out. Devo wants to put in the damage in. Can they manage to do so? Yeah, they do. They pop the Iron Skin as well. Maybe they catch them in this overextension in a sense, but even then, it wasn't that big of an overextension per se, as they're going to be able to easily make the disengage on both sides and turn in a little bit of gems on the side of Lionspeed. Season 6 Lurk Patrol never won a series that wasn't a forfeit, but never lost a coin flip. Who am I playing? Junkrat. Chat, you're wild. Thanks for coming by. I love you all. Thank you for supporting these teams. I really do appreciate it. I always get nervous when I'm just like, I don't know, like, do people really want to watch replay casts? Like, I feel like a lot of people like the draft phase too. But I'm glad a lot of people are sticking around and hanging out and watching the replay cast. Thank you so much. It really does mean a ton to me. It means that also that you are all interested in replay casts and still seeing more Here's the Storm in front of your faces. Masterfish is going to be getting the dive in. Huge! I love that they had the follow-up Lurking Arm right underneath it. That was really good right there. Chesler are going to be able to get the Concussion Mine onto Diablo, and that is going to be the first pick going over in favor for the members of gillyShark. We are going to be seeing this top lane getting pushed out. Actually, no, it's not. I looked at the minimap and I was like, that's the real Samura up there. They're clearing top lane. And then I jump up and it's a clone. I'm like, oh no, it's not. They're not pushing up much, as they're going to be just doing a rotation down to bottom lane. They're going to open this up a little bit as well. Big Wiz is going to be the only one down here, and they don't have the best clear into a Samuro in a sense, as Big Wiz is going to be taking a decent amount of damage, getting that bite butt onto one of the players right there. But they open this up a little bit further, jumping back over into our turn-in phase over here. They do, this won't be, Veggies doesn't have enough for the turn-in. They need another 2 on top of the 13 they have if they want to be the one to turn in, but excuse me, they'll need another 3. I looked at the wrong number. I looked at the bottom right number is what they need to turn in now. It's 34 out of 50, so they're just going to be needing 16 right there to be able to finish that out. And so Veggies could get one lane right now and be able to get that for the friendly team. But a lot of damage goes out into them. They're able to cycle through a lot of that. Cleanse goes on to Masterfish, but they still get thrown around by the concussion mine. They're actually going to take that advantage and push into the enemy team a little bit. They back right out, Lurking Arm from the Stukov. They didn't go for the upgrade for the Growing Infestation, so that means they can sit there and indefinitely channel that, kind of zone them in front of their front gate. That was one of the major changes that came in when Stukov did get that rework, changing that Lurking Arm to be on a timer, so that way you can no longer kind of just Stukov the front gate in a sense, or Junkrat the front gate where you put a concussion mine. But speaking of concussion mines, they found themselves the Diablo in mid lane on the wrong side of the wall, and they're able to get that pick right there. Chest Looter, having the majority of the turn in here, will be able to get that in, and that is going to be first Web Weavers in favor for the members of gillyShark, as Tyrande will be getting a stun onto Devo, but they don't find themselves a kill. It's his worst map. Samuro, I feel like, depending on the player, doesn't really have bad, I think people say they're just like, oh, that's not a good map for that hero, but I'm like, if someone's really, really good at it, they can make it work. Like, I've made Azmodan work on Battlefield of Eternity, absolutely. And that was before, and that was like after he had, you know, before it was like, oh, just do spaghetti build and you'll win. Like, no, like, also don't just do spaghetti build, you won't win. It's all about them dunks. They step forward. That was a really good concussion mine, but they're unfortunately not able to find any sort of follow-up kill on top of it. Meanwhile, they still have Web Weavers pushing in. Sylvanas clearing out the mid lane. They can see that on the side of gillyShark as well. They do have that vision of that Sylvanas. Let's actually jump to their vision right now, as they are going to be pushing in through this mid lane. I'm trying to find some of that questing talent right now. There we go. But this just kind of shows like how they're pushing up the lane, what they can see as well. They know Sylvanas is up there, so they're going to try and take a 4v5 in their favor, and they're stepping up onto this team. The concussion mine goes out, but it doesn't connect onto anyone. That was a great lunar flare from Combo Tripson, as they do find themselves a Gul'dan, and they also had Masterfish getting hit by that. Riptire going to be coming out from Chest Looter right there. Can they get Masterfish with it? Not going to be low enough. Do they have enough? That will be the kill, and Diablo will be losing souls. Stark actually goes over the wall, but gets the swap with the Master of Illusion right there. They have the concussion mine on Big Wiz and throw them over the wall as well. Meanwhile, Sylvanas is over here like, guys, I just clearing lane. I'll just keep clearing lane. 27 gems on the Sylvanas. They could get the turn in themselves if they wanted to. Yeah, they do have that the turn availability. But I don't think it's gonna be happening anytime soon. Let's see here. Who are we gonna? We're gonna jump over to Stukov. Let's actually jump to the vision of the blue team right now and just get an idea of how they're playing this. Great lunar flare from Combo Tripson, every caster ever in 2019. But I will say this: Combo Tripson gets some pretty good lunar flares. Like, those double lunar flares are very, like, that's not easy to do. I know I can't do it, so I'm gonna highlight that. Like, there was actually one in the Heroic game right before this, or was it the Heroic game? Maybe it was yesterday. A lot of the games blur together after I'm done with them, for some reason. Because there's just so many. But there was one where it was like it was a follow-up to a Punisher Leap, and it was just so very, very good to have that Tyrande Lunar Flare follow-up. I think it was the match earlier today. I think it was the Probe 1 had the Tyrande right there. Overpower onto the Misha Bear. They're trying to get this kill so they can get those 10 extra stacks on the souls for Diablo. They do find that kill into Misha Bear, but this is going to be another Web Weaver for the members of gillyShark. Top lane's going to get pushed out naturally. Bless the bush trap. These bush traps, always. And we'll just continue to see some soak between both these lanes. And a little bit of push from the Web Weaver phase, but I'm looking, yeah, they're giving over bottom lane. They actually are going to step up into mid. They could back off, or not so much back off and make a rotation to the top, and I think that's probably the best play. I was thinking they were going to be trying to do something with these Siege Giants and all the stacked up, you know, minions in bottom lane, but that's why I was like, oh, I guess not. Makes sense, though. They're going to be able to get the third fort down, which means periodic catapult pressure in all 3 lanes. You got yourself a great amount of passive experience gain as well. Let's actually cycle through some of those other numbers. Let's look at the damage numbers, healing numbers, as well as the experience that both these heroes, or all these heroes, have provided so far for the teams. And 13 talent tier will be rounding the corner for gillyShark as they do approach this keep front gate. Gul'dan will be able to finish the Echoed Corruption right there, so it's a really great amount of anti-siege they bring to the table, as well as just damage over time that they can throw. Masterfish is going to get connected. Oh wow, that's going to be an Apocalypse coming out as well, but that Concussion Mine throwing them really far forward. Riptire comes out as well, and Sister Healing goes on to Masterfish just in time. Karma Tripson a little bit low there, needs to back out as they do find themselves a kill onto the Misha Bear. That's going to be more stacks for Masterfish on those souls. Stark will swap to another illusion, and they do not connect the Lunar Flare from Kaimo Tripson. Shame. No. You miss the 100% of the Concussion Mines you don't throw. Bush Trap? I don't know if the... Who's Bush Trap? They do manage to stave off the pressure coming into the top lane from those web weavers right there, and they're going to try and go for a turn in themselves. They only need 4 more, and Masterfish does have that. Stark will have one of the interrupts for now over this top shrine, but look at this. Devo has got it in the bottom, and they're going to be able to get those in. 27 still going to be on the... Sylvanas right there, but the one thing I wanted to highlight is you can see that this camp on the minimap is going to be having the yellow indicator on it, meaning since the objective was triggered, it usually pulls the objectives off the map, or not objectives, but the camps off the map regardless of if they're claimed or not. It even takes away the signifier. Oh, Chest Looter going to be getting Concussion Mine, maybe in the wrong direction right there. But it signifies that, you know, there's players on that camp, so you can invade if you wanted to. Stark will be in top lane going for that clear right there, as Chest Looter is going to be poking out a little bit. Star Fox is going to be hearthing back. Interesting that they're going to be hearthing back with their Gul'dan. I wonder if it's just if they're worried about the Samuro continually pushing up. Because the siege that Gul'dan brings to the table here would have been actually huge for the team. Once they see that they're in that top lane, they're going to start to aggress onto this fight on the side of gillyShark. That's going to be the Apocalypse out, and that will stun out the Riptire on Chest Looter. But I wonder if it was just if the Riptire was proc, so that way the Apocalypse would be utilized there. I'm not sure. Webweaver's still going to be in this bottom lane, pushing in pretty well. We do actually have Gul'dan rotating back to the friendly team, as Stark is still pushing in this top lane as Samuro. Looks like Gul'dan gave up on defending the top. I'm confused by that. I wish I actually peeked over there. They're gonna throw one clone away, as they are gonna start to step up onto this keep as well. Yo, Joe, how's it going, bud? Thanks for coming by. Must be a Junkrat player. Haven't heard of this Blessed Bush Traps. We're rounding the 16 talent tier here for gillyShark, and this experience gap is starting to form between these two teams, and it's not only is it just I always do that. It's not only just the minions that are coming in here. There's about a 1,000 experience deficit right there. It's the mercenaries as well as the heroic kills that have really started to push them forward, as well as those 3 structures that are down. Let's actually get in here and see what they're able to do. I honestly, for a second, I was like, oh cool, like the members of Lionspeed are gonna get another Webweaver phase here, and that's going to push back this lane so very much, but unfortunately that's for gillyShark, as a huge Concussion Mine goes forward. That Ancestor Healing goes on to Diablo, who seemed very healthy. Riptire is going to be swiped away in a sense. I think that might have been Chest Looter just triggering it so they can get right out of there. I didn't see it closely enough, but this Webweaver does descend very far into the lane. That's going to be Kaimo Tripson finishing out the Lunar Flare right there. Going to have that increased, I think it's just his area. It's range by, oh no, range is baseline. It's the damage is increased up to 100%. So you got 100% damage off of that Lunar Flare right there. Samuro going to be in top lane, pushing this up, 16 to 14 when it comes to our level. Sentinel going to be sent out here, going to be connecting onto nobody. Star Fox won't be hit by that one. But I mean, just between Big Wiz and Devo, they're just about at their next turn, and they need 5 more gems on top of that. And Masterfish and Glaucius will be also having those last little bit of gems that they need. But it's still 16 talent here on the enemy side, as they are up for the defense on the side of Lionspeed. Seems like they're going to be able to make this defense happen. Yeah. Oh wait, are they going for boss? Unless they're counting cooldowns, like I think they just triggered bosses as the bait, and they threw out the Sentinel from there as well to pull them into the pit. Not finishing Lunar Blade at level 4. This is going to be, though, oh wow, that's an Apocalypse coming out. Glaucius is so very low. They do get the last hit onto them right there. Devo so very low as well. Stark going to be getting one more hit, and that will confirm the kill onto them. Masterfish needs to get out of here, but they're trying to pick up all these gems. Lunar Flare connects as Gul'dan goes down as well. Souls were ripped by from that Diablo, and now they move in through the top lane, and they're going to take out this top lane keep. Seems like gillyShark are going to be trying to end this right here. Big Wiz going to get sniped on that Sentinel right there, as this is going to be top lane keep going down. 18 seconds on Sylvanas, 12 on the Stukov, and 22 on the Gul'dan. Misha Bear wants to end, but the rest of the team, not for it. Misha Bear, you're too advantageous right there. But this is going to be boss picked up. They could try and go for this. I think they know that Horrify was used in the last fight. I personally didn't hear it, but they might be more eagle-eared than I am. Yeah. Boss picked up in top lane. They don't have Web Weaver turning on either side, especially with all the gems that were dropped right there. Glaucius will be targeted by Stark for a few moments as they get a lot of great aggression step up onto said Stukov. Blessed Shield's going to be coming out from Veggies. That's going to be the Riptire coming out from Chest Looter as well. The blow up will go on to Sylvanas. They actually get the kill before the Riptire goes off. Junkrat is going to be diving forward. Jonas steals away that kill as well. They move further into this top lane. It seems like with the boss, they might be able to end right here as Masterfish is going to be getting the Ancestor healing, but the Junkrat Concussion Mine is too good. Gul'dan getting a lot of great damage out onto so many of these members. Look how low they are with that damage over time, as they are going to be stepping into that core, just refreshing their mana and health here and there, and just trying to throw as much damage as possible. But it seems like with the Horrify going out and the boss on the core, this is going to be game number 1 going over to the members of gillyShark as they find themselves another pick onto the Rhaegar, and that's going to be game 1 on Tomb of Spider Queen over to gillyShark. GG. Well played. This is pretty rough? Really? I think that was a really good back and forth, honestly. Star Fox had a lot of great, like... Star Fox did work in that game. Okay. I was like, oh yeah, Chest Looter didn't die. I see. They had a lot of damage on them as they were standing right by that core. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Really good game number 1 coming out from those teams. Let's go ahead and get the information all updated, and then we're going to get going into game 2. The nice part about replays, and I will say this, is there's no setup time for lobbies, none of that. It's just into the next game. Granted, the downfall, you don't get to see that beautiful draft. It's the only downfall. I went into my friend's Discord server, and there was we were talking about like food from back home in Michigan, because he lives in California as well, and he posted that that sweaty picture of I can't think of his name. It's from the Green Mile, and it's when he's actually like sick. Tom Hanks. It's like that still shot of Tom Hanks from the Green Mile, and he's just like, oh, comic burger, and I was like, yeah. 69 damage taken. Nice, very nice. All right, I did download it. Game number 2. All the teams are set. Right. Download the right one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, everybody, we're gonna get going into this one as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't followed the stream already, please go ahead and do so. If you enjoy the content you see, I do a lot of casting here. Tomorrow night, there won't be any casting. I'm taking one day off to go hang out with some friends. We're going to be spending some time together and playing some Resident Evil or just hanging out. They're currently moving, so I was like, hey, do you guys want to like take a day and not move and just have beers? And they're like, yes, please. So I think they're going to come over and we're just going to hang out and have a nice relaxing day. But Friday, I'll be back for more Underlords over on their channel. Regardless, we got heroes right now. Draft heroes were banned, then some were picked, and then some more were banned. There we go. Easily enough. Draft. Kaimo lost coin flip. Yep, Ryokai. Exactly. Exactly. Ryokai knows what's up. Alrighty, let's get into this. I'm super excited about it. I'm ready to go into game. Let's get into our game number 2. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Lionspeed trying to take us to game number 3. Devo is going to be on the Jaina. We're going to be having Big Wiz going to be on the Zeratul. We have Masterfish going to be on that Garrosh. Glaucius will be on the Ana, and we have Falstead. Hey, I'm in this game. Is going to be played by Star Fox.
The battle begins.
On the right-hand side, we are going to be seeing the members of gillyShark, and instantaneously, I have a smile on my face. We're going to be seeing the Vikings. Balog, played by Ramadi. We're going to be having Eric, played by Ramadi. We're going to be having Olaf. Guess what? Played by Ramadi. We have Stark on the Kira. We're going to have Veggies on the Tyrael. Chest Looter will be on the Greymane. And once again, reprising their role as Tyrande, we're going to have Kaimo Tripson. playing that hero. Bottom lane, they're going for this burn onto this fort down here. Let's see what kind of... This is a little juicy, a little piratey. Zeratul, though, is going to be fishing around for these Vikings consistently throughout this game. What did Falstad go at level 1? They're holding, actually. Okay, I was wondering, because I was like, all right, there's Vikings in this game. Obviously, takedowns will get you a higher amount of damage right there. And so yeah, like this is going to be, like Star Fox right there is going to be able to build up quite a bit. That's 0.5 of a stack for them right there. And it's just, it's you know, it's like what? You're getting an extra 1.1 minions off of that? Or 1.5 minions off of that, actually, would probably be the math. Alexa, how do I clip the whole NGS season? Lionspeed. Oh, did I pause right in there? My apologies. Sorry. I didn't realize I paused there, and it's reading it back is very, very funny. Coin flips are clearly rigged. Highlight reel right there. Is there actually a highlight reel you're making? Kira's gonna get the revolving sweep right there onto Masterfish. Let's focus in on this game right now, as that also will be Greymane going ahead and grabbing the Siege Giants at the 1 minute mark. Really, really good timings coming out from Chesslitter. Also gonna be going ahead and jumping onto the Bruisers right above. They do have some friendly members to come in here and help out. No Siege Giants for Lionspeed or Bruisers just yet. Jaina might have backed to go ahead and do so. Top lane is going to be... Excuse me. Top lane is going to be our first objective right there. Zeratul's hanging around this bottom lane. And the Vikings know, you can see they're all playing the gate game. And this is actually, when I first started learning Vikings, this is the first thing I had to learn how to do, was just like play by the gate, and also, unfortunately, not lose my baby Baylog in top lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are going to be having Masterfish backing out right there, as they do hit their 4 talent tier first, but it's not too far behind for gillyShark, as they should be able to find that themselves. I'm really interested to see what these Vikings are going to be able to do throughout this entire game. We'll focus in on some of their experience that they're bringing to the table as this does progress, because realistically, the phase in which they get their most value is coming up in the next 30 seconds, as we get the first announcement for that right now, as we also do have Eric the Swift So Brave. Excuse me, I also missed the Garrosh going down in mid lane, but Eric So Swift So Brave going to be coming in this top lane. Falstad has just been waiting in these bushes for the Vikings to pop up every single time. This is working out so well for them, but Devo is not. It's not working out for them, as they do get pushed in through this mid lane. Wow. That's a lot of siege this early into the game. A 3-minute fort. Sentinel comes out from Tyrande as well. Did I shut off the... I think I did this already. I didn't. Okay, cool. Awesome. Who doesn't have a questing talent? There we go. I want to show the vision for the Vikings really quickly. Can I show the vision for the Vikings? Oh, wait, no, I can't, because it's clicking on one of the... There we go. All right. We'll show the vision for Veggies, as Kymo Tripson will be able to grab this. I just want to show at least what they're seeing, as they are going to be stepping onto this. But with that kill onto Garrosh, it's an easy yield for them on the side of Lionspeed. They're like, we're not giving this over. There's no... Or we're not going to be stepping up on this. There's no point in us trying to fight and potentially give over more damage. Start taking a lot of damage right there. Getting thrown around, and Kira is going to be getting picked off right there. Garrosh not like this? Yeah, a little bit. Big Wiz in bottom lane is going to be pushing in here, getting some great siege in. Speaking of siege, we've actually seen the 7... well, let's look at 7 talent tiers for a few more moments. I do believe this is Boomerang, correct? Yeah, it's going to give them a little bit more wave clear on that Falstad, or a little bit faster of a wave clear on that Falstad. Some teams you'd see Secret Weapon coming out, because you do get that auto attack speed, or not auto attack speed, but you get the auto attack damage increase, and that does pair really, really well into the Seasoned Marksman. But Boomerang is so strong because of the fact that you're just able to clear waves so much quicker. Lunar Blaze not done yet. Feels bad. 1 stack. Yikes. Gonna be a yikes from me, dog, as this is gonna be big. Oh, that's a nice blink over the wall. Sentinel just barely missing them. Garrosh, though, on this point, do they have any poke for this? Do they have anything that they're gonna be able to bring to the table to try and stop Masterfish from the channel? Doesn't look like it. They might rotate into bottom lane and try and siege into this a little bit further. Kymo Tripson and Stark down here as well. Romedy does have a Viking down as well. Let's actually look really quickly. They've got 67 stacks in this Vikings, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 20 stacks per. 40 stacks per bribe target. So they're going to be needing... They can at least do the Siege Giants. And Viking Bribery is much like... I think it's Nova and Vikings are the only 2 heroes in the game that actually give cooldown reduction to camps. You can see that at the bottom of Vikings Bribery. I think, because I know we've gone through this on stream before. I'm pretty sure it's just Nova and just Vikings. Everyone else's has either, like, I don't think Bright Wings has much value. Like, it's not like Falstead's, which the Lightning Rod will stack 5% every time. Not every camp. It's every single time, which is huge. Let's jump over to the vision right now for the blue team, get an idea of what they're seeing, as well as the red team, get an idea of, do they know? The Sentinel did come out, I do think, and so they know that the enemy team is on that bottom lane boss, and with the next objective down here as well. I wonder if they just push with boss and try and take a fort. Sentinel once again coming out to see what the progression is through their boss, and they just now finished it. So they're going to be going for this, and I think they're foregoing the objective for now. There's no way they can take this and rotate into bottom lane. Nova and TLV are the only ones with bribe with CDR. Yes, correct. Thank you. $10 talent here for gillyShark. As I said, oh, nice. One interrupt here, which just slows this down, but meanwhile, Ramadi going to get the Olaf right out of that bottom lane, or at least trying to get them out of there quick enough. 9 to 10 in our levels, and they're just about that around that corner. Curse Bullet for the Grey Mane, Shadowstalk for the Tyrande, Final Strike for, that sounds right wrong. Final Strike for the Kira, Sanctification for the veggies right there, and we're going to be having Ramadi picking up those that plate again for the Vikings. Sanctification will be used here as they're just trying to burn down this keep. That's going to be the Warlord's Challenge coming out as well as the Ring of Frost. Huge blow up, and they're fully committed to this right now. Tyrael will use the explosion that should yield them the keep right there. Masterfish is so very low, but Stark ends up going down as well. Kymo Chipson trying to make their way out of here. They managed to get a keep here sub 7 minutes into the game, but they end up trading out 4 for none. Meanwhile, Ramadi doing their best on Vikings, just little Olaf. Little old Olaf. Would rather be eating some food. Has to clear out a boss. Owls are the real MVP? That sounds about right. Top lane keep going down 7 minutes into the game, or sub 7 minutes. That's huge. That's constant catapult pressure that they're going to need to deal with. And that's just an easy boss lane for gillyShark now. They're going to have to keep an eye on this timer. Let's see, 3 minutes. So we're looking at right around 10 minutes, 30 seconds into the game, roughly, is when gillyShark's, or the right side boss will be up. And then about 15 seconds after that one, we'll be seeing that one, the other one. So what, 10:45, 10:50-ish, I think is what we're going to be seeing for those. So if you're just curious, you know, if you see teams starting to back off or play around that fact, they're probably looking to go for boss. If they're just, you know, if they're backing off and going to that top lane and just pressuring and keeping their team in that upper part or lower part of the map, it's because they're trying to make that quick rotation of the boss when available. 12 to 12 in levels. Let's once again cycle through some of our other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, the healing, and the experience look like for these teams, as we will be progressing into 13s in just a moment. But with all the towers locked down, Big Wiz is able to have free range to just dive, duck, juke, dive, and dodge into all of these Vikings without any sort of harassment from the towers. It's like Juice Pirates, but without the pirates. We technically feed for keeps. That's a trade. What does that mean? You know what that means, Chess. But the Vikings have a boat. But they went play it again. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. It's such a potato. Sorry, that was just, I felt so dumb after saying that. We do a 13 to 13 when it comes to our talent tiers, and first objective was picked up in favor for the members of Lionspeed, as it is going to be the first curse in their favor, and they may even get their own keep in this bottom lane. Sanctification, or excuse me, Holy Ground is going to be blocking Masterfish, and that's going to be a gust force in the way. A little anti-synergy with that. They do find themselves an Olaf. Greymane diving in. Can the Masterfish get picked off here? The damage over time is not going to be enough. They actually walk into the VP right there just to back right out, and now we have Vikings stealing camps away. Siege Giant's going to be fed in through this top lane. I like that right there, and also you can see cooldown 3 minutes to 1:30 coming out from the little Eric right there. That Eric. Just, my mouth doesn't want to pronounce words apparently tonight. But I like what gillyShark's doing right now. All they're trying to do is stop them from hearthing. They're trying to keep them from going back. They're just continuing to brawl against them, because that means that these Siege Giants will get free reign and free value. They will see the Zeratul up here. They could try and continue to pressure, and seeing that Zeratul, they know that, okay, cool, VP's already down. They don't have that dive burst just now, as they are continuing to clear out that camp over there. We have the vision for veggies right now. Warlord's Challenge is going to be coming out onto said veggies, and that's going to be Sanctification jumping out as well. Masterfish so very low. Do they get that last little bit of damage? They managed to get it over time. Bleed is very, very strong from the Kira, as it's 14 to 15 in our levels, and we have the Vikings getting some more clear into these waves. 16 talent here shouldn't be too far behind. Let's actually jump over to the experience really quickly and just highlight what these Vikings have done, because we went through all the experience before, and I didn't get to highlight that they've put in 13,000. 13.5k essentially for their team. Falstead just below half. As I said, 10 minutes, 30-some seconds into the game. Look to see teams maybe play around these bosses and back off and go around them. Exactly the case right there. Next tribute's going to be over in this right-hand position. Let's actually jump over to the vision for the Jaina right now, get an idea of what they're seeing and how they want to play this. They're going to be stepping up for the objective, 20 seconds right there. They did see a Viking for a second. They can see one in bottom lane as well. Star Fox going to step forward and throw maybe a Hammering out. Big Wiz is going to be coming over here. They do have the VP out onto 2, but it's also going to be catching onto the boss as well. Let's actually see if they're able to get this right now. That's going to be Balog, the first one to go down. Star Fox jumps onto the point. Gust is going to be really good. Sanctification is, or excuse me, the Holy Ground is not going to be able to keep them off right there. Warlord's Challenge going to be going on to a couple right there as well. They're tossing some members into the fray right there as well. Mana boost onto the Jaina, and Stark is trying to spin around and get so much value as they dive back in. Chest Looter going to be going on to Falstead, and they managed to get that kill right there. Masterfish will be getting picked off. There they are. And Devo is now going to be chased as well as Glaucius. Oh, Veggie's going forward. They also have that Holy Ground. Ice Block is going to be used. Veggie's popping that shielding right there. Tyrande with some good healing out as well. Glaucius should be able to make it out alive, and that's going to be boss and top lane coming on in. That's a hard spot for gillyShark to, or a hard loss for them right there. Because that boss would have pushed in through top with all these catapults, with all that pressure into the core, and that could have been game for gillyShark. Could have been. With 3 kills and Vikings as well, there's a lot of damage coming in right there. But either way, 16 talent tiers are hit for both sides. Let's take a peek at what those look like, as we do have Romney pushing up bottom lane. But I think this Balog's like, oh, I'm a little too far forward and I don't have much to run away to. Top lane is going to be getting cleared out, and that's the boss getting the front gate right there. And they got some decent value. Looks like we have some pings for the siege camp right now, as the Jaina will be coming back in just a moment. Falstead sitting at 34 out of the 40 stacks for that Season Marksman quest at level 1. We do have Jaina finishing out that Fingers of Frost already. We do also have Garrosh at 8 out of the 15 stacks for the Warbreaker. 10 out of the 20 for the Lunar Blaze for the Tyrande. 36 stacks on those Vikings for the Bribe right now. Oh, excuse me, no, just for the Regeneration Globes. That's some really fast healing. Can I jump to that really quickly? Hold on. I want to see... 22.4 for their healing? For the regen? Oh, they're trying to backdoor this. They will get scouted out. Hold on, yeah, so this is what they're seeing right now on the side of the blue team. And look, all of these hearths are coming out. All those hearths are there, and they're going in for this core. Sanctification is going to be up for Veggies right there if they want to go in for it. That's the VP onto the core to stall this out. Sanctification does come out. Ring of Frost will be underneath it, so that's kind of mitigated right there. They're just continuing to brawl this out. Falstead with the Gust to deny this for now. Boss still pushing in bottom lane. They have one of the Vikings dealing with that. That should get the fort for the members of Lionspeed, and they actually really, really effectively force them off that point. Vikings, oh man, that's a hard spot to be in, because it's like, all right, cool. Do we try and like sneak and grab this objective while the boss is pushing in so we can get Curse? And I think that's the goal for them. They're gonna eat the damage onto this core, which will definitely be. Oh no, they're gonna just hearth back and they'll be fine with that. Okay, easy. I was thinking that they were gonna be staying in lanes to continue their push out, but no, they back off. They go for the clear into the boss. They only lose 5% on their core. Another Sentinel coming across the map right now. Let's pull back our talents. Walk, pirates. That was some HGC North American boss throwing. Yo, every region throws boss. Don't you just throw that on North America? Don't you throw that on just North America? But I mean, they did. So your team gets a 7v5 advantage. Yeah, that's essentially it. Big Wiz is, oh, did they know that they were there? Was that just a 200 IQ? Like I was looking over at chat for a second. I think that was just a 200 IQ, or accidental. You know, they get that mark on the ground, but that's going to be the Warlord Challenge as well as the Ring of Frost. Kira is the first one to go down. Curse Bullet did go out right there as the Shadow Stalk was used as well. Do we have any sort of, no, they're gonna back this off, and they're gonna just look for experience. That Viking in top lane getting some value for them right there. Don't you throw that on NA. See what you did there. Thank you, Ryokai, for getting me. Sentinel is going to be coming out right now, and they finish out this camp. I'm honestly like this game can go either way. Like a wipe on either side could spell demise for either. Bottom lane is an end condition for the members of Lionspeed, and top lane's the same thing for gillyShark. Cycle through once again our some of our numbers here in experience, damage as well as soak. Or healing. There we go. I can say words. I'm looking at minimap right now, and I'm just trying to figure out like who's gonna be able to take this. I was curious. Ana with 45,000 healing. It's a lot of healing coming out. 17,000 experience for the Vikings right there, but it's starting to get dwarfed a little bit, if you will. That Falstead is going to be having 12,600, so they're really bringing that experience back. But it's going to be 20 talent tier to 20 talent tier for both of these teams. We'll check out what those look like in just a moment. We'll get a breakdown of our kills, as it's been 9 to 7 for the kills, as well as just see, or excuse me, some healing numbers first. Then we'll see the kills, and then we'll see our experience. But Falstead flying up into the top. They're going for this fight right now. Veggie is stepping forward as well. That's going to be the Shadow Stalk used by Camo Tripson. Now they're going to get another Sentinel out right there. Going to provide some vision for the friendly team. Warbreaker not being finished by Masterfish either. Only going to be sitting at 9 out of the 15 stacks on that as I clicked off of that one right there. But I was a little surprised to see that. Boss is seemingly the play. Sentinel comes through and they know. This is a nerve-wracking spot. Can't spell throw without NA. Huh? That's what? Whose spelling is that? That's a huge separation as Stark is going to be going down right there. They did. That was a really great VP onto so many members right there. Also, we're going to be seeing Masterfish with the Nano Boost. Hello? Just Looter going to get thrown around right there, and they also get into that Worgen form. That's going to be the whole Sanctification used right there. Falstead with a very good gust, and they're actually going to pick up the Wind Tunnel 20. Ana still holding their 20 as well. Garrosh did go for the, I know it stuns the, or excuse me, it's the Titanic Might which throws. That's the stun right there, the Earth Shaker. But they're going to continue to brawl out a little bit here. Can they find Masterfish? No, the healing out from Glaucius is way too good, as we now see Veggie stepping further forward into all this, and they're going to be going down, but this is going to be, yeah, they don't get any value from this explosion either, and they've been whittling down these players. Kira went down the solid 30 seconds ago, and that's going to be the Greymane staggering out of death now as well. Like, they're just slowly losing members here on the side of gillyShark, and that's just going to be them having to back off and give Robust. Granted, mid lane did get pushed in quite a bit, and these catapults are going to get a crazy amount of value for the friendly team. Bottom lane will be cleared out by the Vikings. They did go into Fury of the Storm, if I'm right. Yeah. Which is just going to be really quick wave clear for them. They also have the Largen in charge. This is looking a little hairy for gillyShark. Chess, don't stand next to Garrosh. I can stand next to him. I have mobility moves. Nano Garrosh, yeah. I love that they did that. That's so good. Let's pull away the towns really quickly. We'll see what Ana picks maybe a little bit later. As they now continue. Oh, that's one dead Viking right there. This is keep going down. Look at the top lane though. Look at the top lane on the left side of the minimap. There's a lot of minions over there. This will be interesting. This will be an interesting end if they're going to try and end right here. And it seems like they want to step forward with this boss. They just got to find an angle on the side of Lionspeed. Toss goes out onto one. It's Warlord's challenge going to be on this Tyrael. Can they make their way out of here? Shadowstalk going to be used by Kymo Tripson as well. That will be the Sanctification just in time, as they do also get the Ring of Frost Wind Tunnel for the disengage. Meanwhile, over at the car on the left-hand side, pew pew. Pew pew. And they want to continue fighting this out, obviously, because they have bolts right up there, but Chest Looter taking so much damage just managed to get right out of there. Chest Looter. Very low on health as they do make it out, and this is going to be objective popping up, and they should be able to get this channel in their favor on the side of Lionspeed. Sentinel coming through, but it doesn't actually get the stop onto that, and there will be 1-to-1 in objectives. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Robity pushing this out further. Nano Garrosh has 150% increased cooldown on throw and flip. I agree. Once again, really good VP coming out from the Zeratul as they find their pick onto Kira. And we still have Romedy pushing out this bottom lane. Let's actually jump back over the talents. And Ana still not picking 20. Nani. Why? Oh, Holy Arena for the Tyrael as well. Do they just go for one big back door? Do they just try and do that? Boss is going to be grabbed in this bottom lane. They're going for it once again, but they're going to be seen by the minion wave. Once again, we see this is the vision for Masterfish. Everybody hearthing. They do pick up the boss as well. Sentinel coming out, and they're going for it. They're definitely going for it, but they don't have their Kira. This is a little risky. That's gonna be the holy ground thrown out. They don't get the sanctification off in time, and the Falstad getting the kill right there. That wind tunnel's so very powerful. Vikings are in a bit of a odd spot right there, as they could try and use the play it again, maybe just pull them into this bottom lane area where Baylog is, but they're going to be hearthing back to core for now. I would assume they use play it again in that core. Kaimo Chipson is going to get caught out by Big Wiz and Star Fox, and they manage to get the Eric as well. This is really, really starting to fall in favor for the members of Lionspeed as they go ahead and have this boss hit onto the core. They don't go for the objective. You can see them actually slowly collapsing through these lanes to come through top or bottom. Jaina probably through bottom, but the rest of the team going to be coming in through top. Can they end it here? Shielding will be knocked out by the boss, but I think that's going to be about it. Maybe a little bit of percentage onto the core. They're going for the end here. Falstad has tunnel up in a couple seconds. That's going to be VP under a couple. They're just going for the burn. That's going to be Romedy pulling in all the Vikings with that play it again. We do see Zeratul on the far side of this. That's going to be the jump up from them as well. That will be the wind tunnel as they're just trying to push into the core, and it seems like they're going to be able to do it. The members of Lionspeed are going to be taking us to game number 3. GG. Well played. Whew. Alrighty. Let's pull it on back. Let's update our scores, and let's get ourselves into our game number 3, our final match of the evening. Thank you all, seriously, all, for hanging out, for supporting these teams, and for checking out the replay cast that we've had this evening. It's like I said it earlier, and it means it seriously. It means a ton to me that I can pull up replay casts and people are interested and they want to watch all these games, because that's great. Like, that's really, really good. We're pushing towards partner, and any sort of content that I can create and push forward for the audience, that's just, it's a win for all of us. This means that I'm more comfortable casting more of these games, knowing that this is definitely going to work us towards said partnership. And I hope that doesn't sound like rude in any way, and I'm not trying to like gain partnership for money or any of that kind of stuff. I mostly want partnership. First off, transcoding. That is like the most important thing. There's people who would tell me that they cannot watch my stream because I don't always have transcoding. The second thing is going to be the ability to have extra emote slots, which means more bandit stuff. More bandit stuff. And that's really all that's about it. Like, I can change my my stream delay through the website. That's always cool too. I can't do it live. Like, you can't go from like 30 to 40. Like, I can't like change it from like a 0 delay to 30 seconds. I have to still restart stream. But still, yeah, we're pushing for that, and we're really hoping that we can get there at some point. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Sharks lost a map. Our second map loss for season. That's gillyShark's second map loss for season 7. And we're in week number 7, and they've played roughly what, like 9 or 10 games so far in Division A for season 7, and they've lost 2 maps. Yo, Kung Fu Snorlax, thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime here. Thank you so much for that subscription. Enjoy your Gilded Beard, enjoy your Asthma Pogs, your Finger Guns, and your Oh My Gods. Butcher soon, TM probably. Don't lie, you want partnership for the money, for more Bark Boxes. Actually, here's the thing. If I have partnership, BarkBox actually might sponsor me so we can get more Bark Boxes. And then if BarkBox sponsors me, that means I don't have to pay for them, and that just means more stuff for Bandit. All in all, we want partner because we want Bandit to have a better life. That's the message, everybody. If you take any message home this evening, it's that Bahamut needs a partner so that Bandit can have a better life. Okay, we have 3 more series to go. Okay, wow. What is the quality option? So transcoding is, so there's that little cog in the bottom right of your screen. Like it's way down over there where you have like your different screen sizes. And so if you hit that cog, it'll often say auto, or you can change it to like 1080, 60, 1080, or 720, 60, 720, 30, all those. So you can change it to all those. And that's the big thing, because I stream at 1080p 60 FPS with a 6K bitrate, and some people just can't handle that. Like if their internet isn't able to download that much information quick enough, it just won't happen. And if they don't have transcoding, then it's only stuck at 1080 60. But they can listen to it. You can turn on audio only and go for the baseball broadcast, as Weenus likes to call it. You're missing a meme? I probably am missing a meme. Oh, no, you're responding to someone else. Never mind. Okay. You can sponsor Bandit. $2 a month, call now. Actually, at this point, subscriptions are just going towards Bandit. Like, I don't have anything else that I really want to buy for stream right now. I could get a nice monitor, but I don't need it. We're just putting all the money towards Bandit. Muhammad, I'm poor pleb. Could someone give me a sub? All right, everybody, let's get into it. We are into game number 3. Let's find out who's going to be taking our series between the members of Lionspeed versus gillyShark in our Division A Nexus Gaming Series matchup. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Lionspeed. We have Glaucius on the Stukov. Starfox will be on the Sylvanas. Big Wiz will be on the ETC. Masterfish on that Garrosh once again. And we have Devo playing the Kael'thas. That's a slick-looking skin. The battle begins in I don't feel like I've seen that very often, if ever. It's a good-looking skin. On the right-hand side of our map that I can totally pan to in one sweep without needing to hit the edge of the mouse mat, we have the members of gillyShark. We have Zergy Monster up on the Leoric. Kymo Tripson going to be on the Alexstrasza. Chess Looter will be on the Junkrat. Stark will be on the Zarya. And Veggies going to be on that Diablo. What do we get here? Demolitions Expert for that Zarya at level 1 as well. Looking for that questing talent. We do have ETC with the Proc Rock as well. Going to be trying to get that healing over the friendly team as they do get thrown around in front of that front gate. Can they get the first kill on the side of gillyShark? Nope. Big Wiz is able to get right out of there. Glacius spreads the pustule around. They're going to get some burst in healing. Looks like ETC is going to go for the full Hearth and just get back full. They're not going to pop their well or anything like that. It is a 2-minute cooldown. They would have it up and available for the first objective, but they want to have it for other reasons as the game does progress. Let's actually see how they're going to be thrown around. I just want to click on one of these members so we can start showing vision for them as well. As I noted, or I might have missed, that Sylvanas does have the Unfurling Shadows. She'll be working through that. And we also do have that Mana Addict for the Kael'thas, which makes a lot of sense for that Kael'thas because they're going to be rotating through waves and looking to pick up these regeneration globes as quickly as possible. Also will be able to, that's an uncapped quest. So this will be, once you finish it, you get the availability for that activatable Arcane Barrier, but then you're also able to increase your maximum mana by 15 every regeneration globe. So whatever number this is at, multiply that by 15, and that is what Kael'thas' extra mana looks like. Yeah, transcoding is important. I can't wait to watch this on my phone. LOL. Okay. I mean, I have friends who live in rural Michigan, and they just can't watch my stream, period, because they don't have internet that is that speed. Like, there are people out in the world that just don't have good internet because they don't prioritize it. And I know a lot of people, I know that's really shocking for some people that they don't care about their internet, but they also don't play video games all day. Or all night after work, or work from home and actually need a solid connection from across the country. But 3-3 in levels as we do get the overpower onto Glaucius. Gonna be throwing them around a little bit right there. And they'll be able to kind of back right out of that, and no one gonna get picked off just yet. Still, 3-3 in our levels, and we have, let's actually look at our top lane. This is Big Wiz versus Zergy Monster. We haven't focused on the solo lane much at all, and we haven't got to highlight that this ETC is currently solo laning into said, there we go, into said Leoric. And this is also going to be a Mortar Punisher popping up in the bottom lane in 30-ish seconds. We have a little bit more time onto that. Looks like there's a little bit of a fight breaking out in mid lane, but it's just going to be Sylvanas able to get those Banshees right out of there. Meanwhile, Zergy still pushing in this top lane, making sure they're getting this this wave constantly pressing to the front gate. They don't go for their Shaman Camp, which is a little surprising. Devo going to be in the Nexus, getting their health right back up right there. I feel called out. Why is that, Chaotic Order? Yeah, my old team used to scrim them and prep for Dorm. I remember Star Fox, and that was about it. Yeah, I remember Star Fox. Oh my god, yeah. Lionspeed has been around forever. I remember casting Lionspeed in, like, when Tespa used to allow, like, satellite casters for their just like their open round stuff, or whenever they did like combines and stuff like that, they would allow open casters, and the one few teams that I got to cast was Lionspeed and Star Fox. That's a name that I've cast. I've known Star Fox since like Chair League days. I wasn't joking. I really do like watching streams on my phone. Usually can't when quality is too high. Oh, okay, Kaim. I apologize if I sounded passive aggressive. It's just I've had literally people in chat just like, Trent, like, why would it matter? Like, I just have good internet. Get good internet. I'm like, but some people don't prioritize that. So I apologize if I sounded a little mean or aggressive with my comment towards you. And it wasn't, well, yeah, towards you a little bit, yeah. I'll admit it. My apologies, friend. But we do have these camps going to be picked up in the top lane by the members of Lionspeed. A lot of pressure coming in right there, but this will be first objective in favor for the members of gillyShark, as they are going to be throwing around this Diablo a little bit. That will be the jump coming out from the Punisher. That is going to be going down. This fort is still very healthy, but Masterfish is going to be targeted by Veggies, who needs to get out. That's going to be the Dragon Queen form popped by Kaimo Tripson. Going to get the healing out from Veggies. Luckily, there's a minion wave here as well to just focus the shots from the tower. Kael'thas going to throw a little bit of damage out right there, and we just continue to see this back and forth. And this is going to be 7 talent here in favor for the members of Lionspeed, but they're still playing this. Look at Big Wiz with the big flank coming into the enemy team. That's going to be Veggies taking a lot of damage as well. The healing comes out from Alexstrasza, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And Veggies goes down. Silence going to be coming onto the Alexstrasza. She gets bodied across into the lane. Just Luter and Stark need to make their way out of here, as Leoric is going to be in top lane going for that clear up there. Chair League Wild Memories. Yeah, that's actually, funny enough, that's the second time I've actually brought up Chair League today. I did training grounds before Dorm started and follow up the top matches before. Yeah. You guys don't have phones with high-speed internet? What's a phone? What's the internet? You guys, don't you guys have phones? I mean, also you could, like, if you choose the wrong internet provider up here, you're not gonna have good internet. Like, there's only one internet provider up in Tahoe that actually gives internet that's 1, streamable, and 2, like, stream watchable. Like, AT&T is like 5 and 5, but I have friends who have it and they're like, it's not even that. Like, it's not even 5 and 5. It's not, like, that's a joke that they even sell it as that. But hopefully, AT&T will put fiber optics up here, and then there'll be an actual market, and I don't have to pay for business internet. But 9 to 8, and it comes to our levels, we have ETC power sliding out through this top lane, and just skimming through some of these talents. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary, it looks like. Yeah, it's pretty much what we'd expect from a lot of these heroes. 10 talent here is going to be rounding the corner, and Lionspeed will be up in that department right there, as the members of gillyShark will continue to push out this mid lane a little bit with the camp that was picked up by Lionspeed, just about ending right there from that fire stomp. Kael'thas is going to be throwing out a flame strike as well. Big Wiz coming down here. I think they're looking for a play onto this. They're trying to play around this 10 talent tier advantage that they're about to have. Seems like they're not going to be able to utilize it, so they just rotate back into lane. Make sure that Leoric doesn't get a lot of free value. Speaking of, let's actually just go ahead and... Well, Zarya is definitely ready to use that shield ally. We're for sure on that one. I actually do this in my games all the time. Someone was just like, why do you ping so much? I'm like, because people don't see one ping. They think it's just a subtitle for something else, so I do it 3 times so they know that I have it ready to go. I had like 0.2 upload and 10 download until like 2016. It was awful. I used my phone to play Diablo Immortal and was not what I used my phone to play Diablo Immortal and not watch streams at 1080. Yo, I'll give it, like, if they make a Diablo phone game, like, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I'm still convinced it's not a season for bro. Joe. Joe. Oh god. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. My friend was telling me he's a pretty big I was gonna say decently sized Diablo fan. Well, oh, hold on, Leoric with the Entomb, mostly body blocking some people right there. I'm also skimming through talents to see anything out of the ordinary, and the only thing really to note is going to be the Pyroblast, but. Oh, that's a big old mosh pit gonna be coming out right there. Nice use of the Riptire to cancel that out. Lightning Breath coming out from Veggies. Leoric is gonna be able to. Oh my god, the Flailing Swipe actually saves Zergy Monster right there. If they didn't get hit with that, that would have been them going down because they were in the Wraithwalk form during that entire time. Still going to be having this objective working out so far in favor for the members of Lionspeed. Alexstrasza going to drop the Dragon Queen form and stepping further forward into this fight right now, as that's a lot of damage on the Veggies, who's getting thrown right into the front gate, but Concussion Mine will be throwing a few members away from them, making sure that they don't go down. Really good synergies and really good play coming out from both these teams. Overall, when I came back from BlizzCon, one of my friends, he was a pretty big Diablo like 3 fan or something like that, or Diablo 2. And I guess there was something they changed in one of those games that people were like absolutely like throwing fits over. So that he was just like, "You're never gonna make the Diablo community happy." I'm like, I don't know, maybe. If you gave him Diablo 4, they probably still wouldn't be happy with it. I was angry when Brack showed up for the GSL versus World Finals. Couldn't even say hi without mentioning how he was only there for Hearthstone. Oh. I no joke, when you said Brack, I was just like, Brack as in like the character from Space Ghost Coast to Ghost? Coast to Coast? Or the one who has the show called The Brack Show, which is an animated character. I was like, wait, Brack was it? Okay, no, different. It's a different things. We do have our Punisher going to be picked up here. Let's dive back into this game. Punisher going to be picked up by the members of Lionspeed. ETC going to be clearing out bottom lane a little bit. They don't have stage dive. They went for that mosh pit, so they're not going to be able to rotate into top lane. Meanwhile, this is going to be the expulsion zone as well as that entomb with the lightning breath, the easy bake oven with the door on lock. They're not going to be able to make it out of there, but that's going to be Zergy Monster stepping a little further forward. Flailing swipe to force them back as this Immortal is going to be retargeted. They might be able to save their top lane fort with the Immortal focusing onto the heroes. Does the explosion give enough damage to take it down the fort? Nope. We're going to be sitting around 1,490 health on that thing right there. I play HOTS on my Samsung smart fridge. Send me that video. I want to see that. I play Heroes on a Gen 1 Kindle using free 3G internet. Sorry. I don't know the match history in NGS season, but I'm calling Lionspeed taking the series. All right. All right, Radically Dreaming. Easy bake oven with a door, yeah. Because the expulsion zone's gonna be your door. I was looking at that and I was like, man, it's like you can't get out of there. You're just in an oven with the door locked. Oh. Oh, Shadow Charge going to be coming in right there into Masterfish. They'll get some, oh, that's a huge Warlord challenge as well. Mosh Pit going to be going on into 2 in the back line. They're going to get a little bit of a dance right there as the Pyroblast connects onto the Alexstrasza, and the Diablo goes down as well. Chesslooter going to be throwing that concussion mine onto the point. Going to throw one of them off for now, but it's more or less still going to be in favor for the members of Lionspeed. Still 13-13 in our talent tiers. Leoric will be going down as I rotated the wrong direction. Should have been looking at, excuse me, bottom lane. We do have Shaman Camp in top lane that is going to be getting, if this on its own, this would take down the fort easily on its own, but ETC is going to be coming up here. Surprised that they're actually not going to be using the face melt, the knockback, the push, because usually you want to push that Shaman further into the fort so it starts to prioritize the Shaman. Either way, it's just little things. I was just looking at it. We are going to be seeing this bottom lane going to be grabbing this camp down here. For it, like, as I said, like, if that Shaman camp wasn't even addressed by Big Wiz, it would have gone through this top lane fort, through the front gate, through the keep, and it would have gone straight to core. Like, you want to make sure you watch those shamans, and that's a great note right there. If you in your own games are just like, oh, it's just a shaman camp, like, it'll go down on its own. It might not. Warlord challenge coming out right there. Expulsion zone going to be separating some members. Kymotripson going to try and pop that Lifebinder, but it's not in time. Leoric with the huge entomb. The Rip Tire will be ripping some souls as well as Kael'thas goes down right there. Sylvanas going to be out of this one as well. Masterfish in the backline trying to find a kill, but I don't think they're going to be able to answer right there as they are going to get Shadow Charged into the wall, and they end up going down. Stark now chasing after Glaucius as Chesslooter has joined into the fight. Player 2 has entered the battle as they're now trying to chase into this. That's going to be another one of these Ripper airs just keeping Chesslooter right in front of Glaucius. That was a Shadow Charge into the wall, but it didn't seem like it actually got the connection right there. That was a weird interaction, but Leoric ends up going down. They end up trading that out. And with all that happening, oh, apparent Glaucius and Big Wiz are having trouble with their hearth buttons all of a sudden. Huh. Must have been like a sticky key or something. Must have been just a sticky key. We do see the camp going to be pushing in through the bottom lane, and they'll be able to clear this out. Next shrine is going to be a Arcane Punisher in this bottom lane, and both teams, they're just on their keeps, and they both have their keep front gates down here as well, but side wall going to be taken out. Riptire ripping souls. I did my best to go with some sort of a alliteration or play on words right there. Whew. Face melt interrupts Shadow Charge. Ah, thank you. I didn't see anything happen. I was like, wait, what the heck? Diablo goes down as well as the Junkrat right there. Alexstrasza did pop the Dragon Queen form, and with that, they're going to say this is over to the enemy side. They've also got 16 talents here in their favor as well. Seems like we do have Glaucius grabbing the camp on the left-hand side. Gonna need a little bit of help as Stukov attacks once every fortnight, and they do hit like a bus, but it does take about 2 weeks for them to get that one auto in right there. We do have Stark clearing out top lane. Leoric is going to make sure that mid's going to be pushed out as well. They also want to find that 16 talent tier. They don't want to be down that while this Punisher is going to be pushing in through bottom. As I said before, it will be an Arcane Punisher, and that will be picked up and pushed in through this lane. ETC rotating up into mid, trying to push this out a little bit further, make sure Leoric has a little bit of a harder time. Zarya is going to be denying the top lane fort going down. 205 health left on that fort. A well-played ETC can do that to a Diablo. I agree. This game is a roller coaster. I agree. Yeah, I definitely just Diablo things. Jump from the Punisher over the wall. They're going to start taking this front gate down. Big whiz. Oh, that's going to be a Warlord's challenge on Leoric, who's going to be able to get the Wraithwalk right out of there. They did go into Ominous Wrath and Royal Focus. So they do have that Skeletal Swing cooldown reduction onto it, as well as the damage reduction from that team. But it looks like they're going to sidestep the wall for now. Well, they're going to take the front gate. Master Fish sidesteps the wall, and they're like, let's keep pushing forward. And they're going to be going for this keep in bottom lane. They do have an Impaler camp pushing in through mid as well. Big whiz with the... oh my god, with the... power slide forward. I don't know why I want to say jet propulsion. It was just like, we don't have a blaze in this game. Bottom lane keep goes down for the members, in favor for the members of Lionspeed as they pull this into the mid lane. Keep for the Punisher to get that clear. Impaler camp getting a lot of value. Let's actually cycle through the numbers once again. We've looked at talents for quite some time. We know what those are. We'll see those back in here in about a minute or so as we just want to check out what these numbers look like and what the teams have been providing for the friendly team. Random rage because Shadow Charge can interrupt Mosh Pit even though patch notes explicitly say that it shouldn't happen. I miss Dustin. He rocked. I'm so sorry. That was just a really good one. Sylvanas, just note that time dead. Very nice. Big Wiz is going to be getting caught out here. That's going to be the not Jet Propulsion, but the Expulsion Zone going to be actually throwing them out of the Entomb, and they still end up getting the kill. Lightning Breath going to be coming out here as well. I don't think it does structural damage. Maybe it was just zoning Lightning Breath? Either way, 90-second cooldown on that one. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, look at that bottom lane push. They're going to be Hearthing. And I think that was more or less to pull them out of that bottom lane push. They're just trying to aggress through the top lane and force a little bit right there. Dustin Browder is doing something. I don't know what, but he's doing something. That's as much as I know. Dusty boy, come back to us. Please, Rock God. We miss you. Top lane fort finally does go down. Devo's sick of seeing it. I think it was like one auto. Lightning Breath damages everything? Does it really? Okay. Today I learned. Unstoppable channel for dealing damage every 2.5 seconds. And in front of enemies are slowed. Okay. Either way, sorry, there's a fight breaking out. I was watching on the minimap. Entomb is going to be coming out of Masterfish. Lightning, or excuse me, that's going to be the Lifebinder out from Combo Trips and Masterfish. So very low, and that Expulsion Zone is keeping them into the fray of all this fight. But speaking of all that, they still are staying alive. Veggie, that's a solo. That's a Mosh zoning so good right there as Leoric ends up going down. That's a great pickup for the members of Lionspeed as it's going to be 20 talent here in just a second for them. And gillyShark looking a little on the rough side here as this game is progressing. 44 stacks of Mana Addict on the Kael'thas. 45. Multiply that by 15 and that's how much added mana they have. To their maximum. That's so insane. Because that's just meaning that the mana Addict shield or that arcane barrier is getting bigger and bigger because it's not the current max, it's the total max. Whew. Aviator, thank you for coming by. I hope you're having a great night. What's the game plan here for gillyShark? Halfway through the skeletal defenders here on the left-hand side, they've got their 20 talent tier as well. They don't want to fight into that objective, obviously, because they don't have 20. We do have the Bolt of the Storm for the Sylvanas, so just more mobility for her. ETC holding 20. I'm assuming it's Deathmosh, but we could see Crowd Surfer? Not Crowd Surfer, that's the 4 talent. Torbus. I can remember talent names. Oh no, okay. Storm Shield, or what is the name for ETC? Oh no, it's Storm Shield for ETC, okay. Does he get anything special about that? No, it's just Shield. It's not like Blinded by the Light for the John. What's this bottom lane play coming out from the members of gillyShark right now? I think they're just trying to push this up a little bit, or are they trying to force the hearths out from the blue team? Are they just trying to force the hearths out? No, they're hearthing themselves, and I think they actually even see this. They might have seen them hearthing out right there, but this will be the front gate going down in favor for the members of Lionspeed. They're going to push into this a little bit further. Punisher is still very healthy. Mortar Punisher at that. Jumps over. They actually, I don't think they actually ended up getting anyone stunned out right there. They do lock down the tower from that Sylvanas with her passive. 20 talent tier for the members of gillyShark as well. And they're starting to fight into this, and they're doing their best. Let's see what they're able to do. Do we have Hellstorm for the Diablo? No, it's going to be Hellgate. See if they're going to be able to get any value with that. This is going to be the top lane keep going down right there. Is this going to be the end? Entomb goes out. That's going to be a huge buried alive. They also get the Stukov locked in there this time. That's going to be Lightning Breath from the Diablo as well, who's standing still, taking a lot of damage from Devo and Star Fox. They have to use the Hellgate to get right out of there, and that's no one down just yet. This core is going to be taking a little bit of damage. Stukov does end up getting picked off right there, and the ETC is trying to hit the core and end it as Garrosh does go down as well. The core is starting to fall a little bit here, and the Punisher is going to be out as well. That's going to be a mosh pit, which actually gets pushed away by the Buffet from that wing Buffet from Kaimo Tripson, as Big Wiz is like, I got to make my way out of here, but I don't think Chest Looter is going to be letting that happen anytime soon. The Orc is not going to be able to get the Skeletal Swing. No, they're going to disengage from this. Oop. Are they chasing this further? No, they're not. They're going to move in through mid lane. They're going to open this up a little bit further. I'm just trying to figure out what gillyShark's doing here. Are they just trying to pick up the ETC? Power slide. Chest Looter in front of the gate right here. They're just trying to stagger out a death onto ETC, which is huge. Storm Shield will be used right there. It's not Power Slide. Not even Jet Propulsion. Shadow Charge. There we go. The Expulsion Zone in front of the gate. They also have a Concussion Mine in front of it too. Big Wiz is trying to make it out of here. Entomb to come out on just a one, just be like, we're killing you, ETC. You're going down. Top lane needs to be addressed at some point by gillyShark. Well, no, the catapults might just actually equal out here. We'll see if they want to send someone back for that. They could easily poke in through mid. 1,500 health onto that. 1,600 closer realistically. They can just run it down bot, I think now, and at least take keep. The only hard part is that they're not going to have a minion wave with them because there's going to be constant catapult pressure coming in through top and bottom, and that means that they're going to be, since they only have periodic, it's only going to be answered here and there. The safer play for gillyShark is what they're going for. They opened up the gate a little bit. They kind of prepped this lane for the potential Punisher eventually, but what they really need to do is just manage the lanes. They need to get all this pushed back. They need to control this and make sure that they don't lose to the minions. And so what they'll do is they'll grab this Bruiser Camp in the top lane that'll easily push out right there. Next objective shouldn't be too far off, if I'm not mistaken. We should see the announcement fairly soon because of the fact that they're prioritizing these camps in top. This is not a live game. This was a game from earlier. This is a game that happened at the same time as I was casting the Heroic Division game. But it doesn't make any major difference realistically. Hey man, 3:44 a.m. can't sleep. NGS Pog. Thanks for coming by. Is Division A the highest? No, Heroic Division is the highest. Oh, this is when they had the wipe. The wave was pushed and Sylvanas cleared it. Ah, I got you. Sorry, I missed that. We're 22 minutes into this game. These Punishers are going to start hitting like a truck. If Lionspeed can get this next Punisher, that could be game ending. Either team that gets this next Punisher could be game ending, realistically. I know that there's still just this keep down here, and this is all open in favor for Lionspeed, but 22-minute Punisher. I mean, we're going to be pushing 23, 24 minutes when this Punisher is actually going to be walking into lane. And so that's terrifying. Mid lane will be cleared out, but look at top. Look at this top. Look how stacked out this is. This is a really, really strong push for gillyShark. And so this is exactly what I was talking about. They're going to need to make this decision at some point on the side of Lionspeed. Do they back off and go for the clear onto this, or do they just fight over the objective? They're going for the objective. Shadow Charge in from Veggies. Reptar going to be coming in from the Junkrat as well. They do use the Hellgate as well as the Lightning Breath. Huge Entomb going to be coming out. Riptire catches them right inside the Entomb as well. Expulsion Zone forcing them back. Mosh Pit going to be going on to 3. Pyroblast onto Stark, and I think they should be fine. They're going to eat most of that damage right there. That is going to be the Life Bomb. Oh my god. Life Binder coming out from Chymotrypsin onto Stark right there, and they actually went for the 20 talent tier upgrade as well. Right? Yeah, because I saw the extra, it activates 3 times over 6 seconds, which is just bursts your health back up right there. But that's going to be down for the next 43 seconds. They re-engage on this fight on the side of Lionspeed. That's going to be the Wailing Arrow out from Sylvanas as well. They continue to go back and forth here. 26 to 27 when it comes to Skeletal Defenders. So very close. Top lane Shaman's got the keep up there. Mid lane Impalers are working their way on this front gate, but it looks like they've managed to get through the front gate, and they're on the keep right there as well. So gillyShark on a little bit of a time bomb themselves. Looks like Chest Looter's going to be going back and getting the clear onto this. Top lane, this is what I'm talking about. This is a bit of a terrifying moment because you just lost a keep and you lost a Punisher. Everyone's up. Oof. Yo, Hero Physio, thank you so much for the host. Welcome everyone from Hero Stream. I hope you had a good stream, bud. I hope your casts were great. Oh, I just saw Lionspeed playing ITD a minute ago. Yeah. Yeah, this is the game from earlier, and it all kind of got shuffled around, and my first game of the day got canceled, so I'm like, I'm doing 2 games today. So we did the Heroic, and now we jumped over to this replay, and we're currently seeing if gillyShark can take this, as they now have a Punisher pushing in through bottom lane. 76% on their core, no worry on their side right there, as Masterfish gets a great toss onto a couple. Warlord's challenge out as well, and that's going to be a power slide from the ETC. Is there a Mosh Pit available? No, not for 27 seconds. That's going to be the Lifebinder going out onto Zergy Monster as well. Lightning Breath from Veggies, who does have to back out. The shielding comes out from Stark as well. This Punisher will not yield them a keep. Or will it? Yeah, it will, okay. So now gillyShark has equalized top and bottom. Shaman's, well, I would say Shaman's equalized top. No, I'm just kidding. gillyShark has equalized top and bottom, so that means that there's going to be constant catapult pressure coming in through these lanes for both sides, and they should equalize, meaning that there won't be this kind of situation. There shouldn't be this situation, but because also it's the same thing, like mid lane's going to have periodic, and those will be matched out pretty evenly, but so far this top is constantly pushing in. They'll be able to push it back, and it should equalize over time. Watching at 160p to see what that's like. Mad Hero Salads. Just mad lad. Mad lad. I just noticed that the players are talking in chat. Yeah. But I'm glad you all are enjoying the replay cast, seriously. Like, it means, I keep saying it, but it really does mean a ton to me that I can do replay casts and people actually want to watch them. Because I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, it's a replay, I don't want to watch that. Like, but why? It's still good games. We are missing draft, yeah. But it also is going to be quicker games and more effective. I like to do this kind of mix between live and replay games because it's a really good way to kind of round out the night. It's also easier to organize the first game. We don't have to worry about that potentially going like 2 hours or something like that, and then like we have a team waiting on us. That's just stressful, and I always feel bad for said second team. It's 23 to 23 in levels. We're 25 minutes into the game. Lanes are pretty equal. I mean, they've got a little more structure advantage on the side of Lionspeed. Next Punisher's mid lane. It's an Arcane Punisher. Oof. Mad Heroes, please let me know how that 160p is. And once again, thank you so much, Hero Physio, for the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. It's so tense right now for both these teams. Let's actually jump over to the vision really quickly. We're gonna show gillyShark vision. Get an idea of what they're seeing and how they're kind of setting themselves up right now. A little bit of a bush trap. Once again, let's jump over to the opposing side. They can see that there was the Leoric as well as the Junkrat, and I think that's all the vision they have. They don't know where the enemy team is, so they're gonna just kind of play this safe. You can see them kind of playing on the left side of that mid divider on the map. A lot of these players don't want to step up and take a death right now because, one, death timers are extremely long, and two, there's end potentials for both teams. Junkrat in top lane, clearing this back out. This game couldn't be closer. I like 27 minutes into this game. This is the Punisher that decides it, right? Replays are cool because a lot of the time, at least one of the teams, typically the winning, will be in chat for it. I agree with that too. Yo, Pindlebot, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Just tell everyone it's live. No one has the ability to verify. The only thing is actually, well, one, if the players are chatting in chat, and the other thing too is like if there's no draft, people are just like, wait a minute. Warlord's challenge onto Diablo. Oh my god, the lightning. Oh my god, that was such a good Hellgate right there, as they do get the lightning breath out right there as well. That's also going to be the Entomb coming out from Leoric. They don't find a kill. Sylvanas also going to be getting that blink out right there. Just they do not want to go down. ETC with these power slides. They have a mosh pit up and available in the next couple seconds here. Do they pop it? I actually am curious. They took the Storm Shield. That was the one thing. That's going to be the Life Binder onto Veggies. Pew. And pew. Gonna be full right there. 50-some seconds onto that one. Let's get some of that questing talent really quickly so we don't see that in the bottom. On gillyShark on Tomb Week 1 or 2 is 30 minutes. Oh my god. I forgot about that. You're right. That was a really long game. This is so far going over, well, at least positionally, it's going over in favor. Oh my god, that dive onto Zergy Monster, but they don't end up going down. They get taunted right there. The explosion zone comes out from Stark. They get another Entomb out right there. Big Wiz is trying to make their way in, so they're just going to mosh pit on the side right there. Just going to be a private dance for the Leoric, as they are going to be able to get that interrupted. And Zergy Monster doing their best to just heckle the backline as well as the entire team. Pyroblast onto Diablo, but I don't think it's going to get the kill, as they need to Fire Stomp as well as get themselves right out of there, and they will be able to back right out. I cannot believe the sustained fight right now between these two teams is insane, but this is going to be Leoric the first one to go down. 36 out of the 40, and they're just chunking through these. They just need one or two more, and they managed to get it, but they're chasing into this, and they disengage. They full disengage on the side of gillyShark. They're like, nope, nope, we're noping out of this fight. This is not happening. You're not, nope, Are they just gonna try and end? Are they just gonna say like, all right, we're ending this? Just throw Big Wiz back. Oh man, this is... Now, if they can keep them from hearthing, that's way better. Oh, that's huge. Like, to be able to stop these hearths, that's actually a really, really big deny. Can they get a kill right here? Lightning Breath goes out into one. Glaucius is going to be slowed from said Lightning Breath. Zergy Monster isn't going to be spawning for the next 9 seconds. They can cheat that death a little bit. Do they have it? They have an Entomb up as well. If they spawn and get the Entomb in time, oh, it just barely misses Glaucius, but they just go for the Wraith Walk forward, and they just want this. That's going to be Chest Leader chasing in as well. They just want to stagger out another death. That will be Stukov going down right there, as now they move in through mid lane with this potential. Oh no, they don't move into mid lane. The Punisher's just in mid lane. They're looking at Big Wiz. I completely missed this. I thought actually Big Wiz went down already. That's what I was saying, another kill, but that's their second kill right there. Keep goes down. gillyShark stepping forward. Can they potentially end it here? Riptire out from the Junkrat as well. The Sylvanas is able to get the Banshees over the wall right there. That's going to be Devo eating the entire Mana Shield, or the Arcane Berry, was eaten by that by the Riptire. Other way around. Other way around. Either way, that's going to be Garrosh going down. The members of gillyShark are going for the end right now. Lifebinder comes out once again. The GGs are called from Glaucius, and it looks like the members of gillyShark have done it. 30 minutes into the game, Infernal Shrines. They take game number 3 in our best of 3 series. GG. Well played. Altanian, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone from Altanian stream. Woo! 66 on this 66 stacks of Mana Addict for the Kael'thas. Friggin' GG, oh, that seriously, what a game. 118 stacks for the Sylvanas. I think those are the only uncapped quests that we had. What are our stacks or stats look like right here?